Look what I got. XTool just gave me their new M2 laser tool, and I am super excited to dive into this. It can print, it can cut over 300 materials. It's a laser. It's got so many bells and whistles. I have seen some videos that say that even if you're brand new to this, you can open the box and be making something in 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna say that's not totally accurate. You have to go to the website, you have to watch some of their videos, especially the unboxing video, because there's stuff you gotta do. You gotta like grease a couple things, you gotta set up a couple things, and you need to know what all the pieces and parts are for. I'm totally cool with it taking a little bit longer than 15 to 20 minutes, but I just wanted you to know, like, if you've never used a laser before, this is gonna be really cool, but there is a little bit of a learning curve, like with anything. So one thing that's cool is there are lots of projects within the XTool Studio software that you can choose to try. And a lot of these are just things that people have created and share. So you can go up in the search bar and you can just put in a material. So say we want to do something in felt. You can just scroll through and look at all the different ideas of things that you can make with felt without having to know what you're doing. So let's take a look at this felt rose. If you zoom in here, it looks like it's multiple pieces, and then we just roll that together. I want one that rolls up. Let's see. So I'm going to bookmark that just so I have it saved for later, but I bookmarked a few things already, and this is one that I want to try. So this is something that I would never in a million years cut with scissors, but I love this little flower. So we're going to give it a try. So we're going to open it in a new project. It gives you two to choose from. I'm just going to pick this one. Now it has this camera that looks over top, and you can see the outlines and you can see what I have on there. So obviously this is way too big. Actually, it looks like it's two. I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to move this. I love how easy and intuitive this is. You can see exactly what you're cutting, exactly where it's going to go. Make sure it's not going off the edge, not going to hit those magnets. I'm just going to put it in the center. We're going to pretty much use all of this felt. Then over here, I have my material. I did use a thin felt. It might not be orange, but I think that's fine. We want to cut, and it automatically power levels and speed and one pass. So I'm just going to go with that because we're just going to trust the machine because I don't know what I'm doing yet. All right, I'm gonna open that up. Moment of truth. Let's see if this worked. Ah, perfect. Okay, so now we know the setting that is going to work. Let us try our flower again. All right, it worked that time. Awesome. I cut a few more and then I just glued them together. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video tutorial about how these things go together. This machine also has a print functionality. I'm excited to try printing and learning a little bit more about how we can incorporate that. So here are the few things that I printed with the CMYK print function of the XTool M2. Prints beautifully on paper. That's nice and crisp. I'm interested to see how it's going to do on wood, but that will be for another time. Then I tried some different fabric options. I'm really interested in using this as a printer for ribbon, for gifts, or to put on key fobs or different projects, maybe to personalize with names. Or this one is going to be to like wrap a gift. So I thought I would just put the person's name, my friend Angela, on each end. One thing to note is this is on a satin ribbon and it printed and you can read it. It's, I don't know, not as sharp as I would like, but this is a home printer. So we have to be careful how much we think we want. You do need to plan for the tape pulling a little bit of the end of the ribbon. So you will need to be cutting those. Don't cut to the exact size that you need before you do any printing. So now I'm just going to tie this in a bow. The idea being now I'm going to have a cute little bow for a gift that has her name on both sides. This would be super cute if you like were going to a baby shower and maybe you had made them some bibs and burp cloths or a quilt or all kinds of baby things. This would just be a cute little addition to the top. This is a grosgrain ribbon and it printed nicely. It's a little bit blurry. I would say the colors are a little subdued. Really, the sharpest print was on this twill tape, which I was kind of surprised. I guess when you're using a satin, it just does, the ink kind of bleeds into that shiny material. I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but you can see on the twill tape, you get much sharper lines. So very, very interesting. Because this is printer ink, it is not waterproof. So I need to do a little bit of research and testing on that. I think if we use like inkjet fabric transfer paper, that might work as well as through a regular inkjet printer. Because of that, I didn't want to use it on anything that would get wet. So I just cut off my name and I put it on a cute little storage bag that I made that will never be outside. It just sits in my craft room organizing my things. But I'll do more about how we can possibly use the print function with different sewing projects. The last thing I'm going to try in this video that I'm definitely going to be digging into more is cutting fabric pieces for applique. So let's just do something simple. Start with a letter that we're going to put on a can cozy. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to text. And this looks like it's all of my fonts that are on my computer. So I'm just going to do the letter C, and I want it to be 2 inches high. So how do I adjust that? We are learning together. So you can just change it in the height and width. And if you have this locked, it will stay proportionate. Or you can change it by the font size. But if you know what size you want it to be, you're going to be better off using the height and width over here. I want to see what this machine can do with fabric. So I have taken some Heat and Bond Ultra Hold and ironed it to the back of this red fabric. My goal is to cut the letter C and be able to iron it onto this can cozy. I'm doing this as a live event on YouTube, so we'll have the link in the video description. So then, in addition to keeping the cans cold, it will also have the person's initial on it. So let's see how this works. My understanding, and again, this is my first try, my understanding is that when you cut fabric with a laser, it kind of seals the edges, so it's not going to fray. So I'm hoping that I can just iron it on and it's going to be good and I won't have to applique it or anything. So let's open this up, and I'm going to take the 10-watt laser, and it just magnets right on here. Then you take the little cord, you put it into the side of the laser, and then the other side gets hooked in down here. Oops. Okay, hooked here, 10-watt laser. Now I'm going to put this down, fabric side down, and then this machine comes with these little magnets. They can open up, so if you were doing wood or something like that, you could place it in there. But we just need this fabric to stay still because we're going to be using the air feature to blow the smoke out of here. And so we want to make sure that the fabric is not just going to fly around and it's actually going to stay where it's supposed to be and get cut. So we have that. I'm going to close the lid. It's a very loud noise. Now I'm going to take my vent and I'm going to put it out the window for safety. Closing the window just to hold it in place, but not smush it. Now we're going to go to the software. I'm a little disappointed that they don't have fabric as a material, but I Googled and it said to put 0.01 for inches for the thickness of cotton fabric. Now let's see if it will work. My very first cut, fingers crossed. Okay, to press the start button. Okay, it looks like it's done, and I could see smoke going out my window. I assume I can lift this up. Let's see how it did. Oh, this moved. Okay, so we have our C, and you can see it's a little dark on the edges. That's kind of the scorch marks that will kind of seal the edges, but let's go see how it looks on the fabric. Now, because this does kind of burn to do the cut, it's a little hard to peel the Ultra Bond off. So I just take a pin, kind of get that paper started, and then we can peel that off. Then for this cozy, I'm going to close the hook and loop so that I know exactly where the center is. Just kind of put that in the center. I'm going to open it back up so it's not too mushy when I iron that on. Guess I could have just folded it in half as well. And then I'm just going to iron that to have that stick. This would be a really quick and easy way to make personalized things for parties. You could put names on little gift bags or on things like this. And being able to cut all of these letters with a laser and have them super, super smooth and not having to cut them by hand, oh my gosh, there's reason enough just to look into getting that machine. Look how cute that is. Now I'm gonna put it on my can and I am ready for summer. My very first laser cut project is brought to you by the letter C. Now my husband will always know which can is his at our next outdoor event. I am excited to play with this more and figure out all the different ways that we can use it for sewing, for cutting fabric, for making fun things for people that love to sew and quilt, etc. So stay tuned for more.